Refuel jetpack. Church, my guy. Oh no. I know what that is. What is going on, dude? I did it again by accident. What? We're back. We're back in this beezy. Hope we're feeling warm. I am not feeling warm. It is like 7 degrees this morning. My heater's running. Hope you're feeling warm. Cozy, headphones on. Because this is part 2 of Outer Wilds.
1 week later.
Truly something special. Truly. So, picking up where we left off, we had explored, essentially, Earth and the Moon. Main thing is, world keeps exploding. Whoa, what the hell? Did that sun just go supernova? It's our main thing we got to figure out. So, we're gonna head over to the Hourglass Twins was where we left it off. See if I still got it. The finesse it takes to pilot this goddamn spaceship. This looks like an interesting planet. I'm liking the look of it. Where are we gonna land? Oh! I'm scratching my nose. That'll play. Whoa. They're connected by some kind of water stream. I reckon I could just jump to the Ash Twin from here, to be honest. How weak is gravity? Did it say? Okay. What is this? It's making a really weird noise. Distress beacon. Frequency discovered. Distress beacon. Oh yeah, I forget. Where is He is over there somewhere. Okay. Untranslated Nomai recording. Oopsies. Anona. We need status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Don't mind me. Our escape pod's passengers are afraid, but physically well. Anona. Everyone survived the crash. This is a relief, at least. You may have my gratitude. You have my gratitude. My voice is Burr, were you able to find the other escape pod's distress signals? Burr. I can hear both signals somewhere in this star system, but I don't believe either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. Okay, so more ship logs, that's good. So this is an actual Nomai ship. Okay. So this is the like flight log for Lifepod 2. Pretty cool ship design. Whoa. A lot of... They must have survived down here after they crashed. Malore. The heat from this star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans show is a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down there to build a long-term shelter. Anona, but these passengers are a maze. Even with this danger, they are still our best chance of survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone, and be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. Jeez, these tunnels are quite vast. Alright, let's start with these. Lore, do not follow this tunnel to its end. Calais and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, provided we live through this. Okay, not a good sign. Keep moving, friends. There is nothing of interest at the end of this passage but rocks. And while these rocks are interesting, they can wait until a less urgent time. Okay, not something we want to look at just yet. I have a strong feeling I'm going to die if I go down there, but we'll have a look anyways. We have found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct long-term shelter there. The cave Malloy found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried by sand and make sure no one is lost. Okay, We'll go that way last. Of note, this passage leads to breathable air. Refill your supply tanks there. We cannot tell how far or deep these tunnels may wind, but do not linger as the area is exposed to the heat of this alien sun. Okay, we'll quickly use that to, trees! Oh my god, what is that sound? Oh, it's Ash Twin. This, this place is bigger than I expected. Okay, what's this one say? Refill your air supply quickly and return quickly. Technically, it's nighttime. Jeez. Crazy cat. Is that what that sand's doing? Is that sandstorm water? I think that's a sandstorm. Is like creating these canyons or something? That'd be pretty cool. I'm very curious to what's down here, so let's have a look. I really thought I was going to die there. Sand? That didn't really do anything. Only issue is I'm not sure if I can actually make it up. But we'll see. See where this goes quickly. I don't think it's possible to fly in the sand. Yeah, it bogs you down like crazy. Oh? Oh, I did not mean to do that. I saw a mark over here. Here we go. I am definitely getting lost. Holy. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sand floor at the pit. Then turn left, continue to the room filled with rock column formations and climb upward through the opening above them. The sand here is rising, so you must be cautious and swift. Is this the way to the... this must be the way to the... The path to the shelter site is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. This is definitely how you get to the shelter, so we're gonna... Oh! Okay. Well, that's clearly not the way to go. I don't even know what happens if I run out of fuel. It's just like game over. Okay. We're gonna quickly refuel and be back in a flash. Okay. Let's start off with the cave it says not to go down. I'm curious to know how long ago the Nomai were actually here. I think, from what I can tell, it's... Oh no. I know what that is. That's the one of the like anglerfish looking things that was inside. That is creepy as fuck. Oh hell no. That's the anglerfish that are found on the bramble seed place. So that's interesting to say the least. Now we'll head to the habitat ways. Gotta conserve our fuel though. Okay. Oh, it is filling with sand. Jeez. And I get stuck in there, I will not make it out. Wait, I feel like that's... Isn't this not where I was in there at some point? Or maybe not. Can I walk on this? I can. So that's what's... Oh, wait. This place is actively filling with sand right now. I was like, is this not the passage I was walking before? Look at it. Oh my god. I only just clocked that. Okay, so I have to wait till reset. It's moving very fast. I have to wait till reset to explore anymore. I missed that. Fuck, it's... Oh, wait. It's gone. Oh, is this the, You're doing well. This is only a little farther left to go until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry before the sand comes. My god, it's actually a speed thing. Avoiding those things. Are we in the shelter? It's not still rising, is it? No, I don't think so anymore. Open that up. There's definitely more in this area I want to explore, but it's filling with sand so quickly. This is amazing. Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. I think this is a rare find. From what we can see, Collis and I believe that this specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we could examine it. We both agree it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considering what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly this hole is too small for it to have fit through hypothesis. There is another entrance to this cave. If there is, Collis and I will find it. We can't leave valuable information undiscovered. An update, we need to find a way inside quickly, Malloy, because when I returned here to search for an entrance to the cave, there were children playing with the specimen. Creepy as hell, bro. Where was I looking at it before? Is that... Oh, that's the sand filling up. Jeez. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh my god. Okay, it's actually rising. Bro, hi. What's even the point? Everything is just like... I don't really want to look at anything else because... it's gonna fill with sand. Dude, this is crazy. But there's sand everywhere. Gravity cannon. Gravity cannon? Oh my god. Okay. Well, I don't even think I can get out anymore. Let's see what's in this. Maybe I can get out this way. Bro. What is going on? Ghost matter? Oh, how did you deal with that again? It's like taking a picture, right? Oh. I just died to ghost matter. I need to... Okay. I need to see, how you deal with ghost matter again. I see. Okay, so we can't defeat it. We just have to, like... Just tells us where it is. Nice! Light work. Quick. Here he is. Over there? Alright. Maybe we'll just go to this thing first. Whoa. Alright. I don't have the tablet. That looks like another one of those things that I didn't understand how to use before. We will come back to this. Where's old mate? My god, there's so much to do on this planet. It's insane. That's not it. Over here. There he is. Refuel jetpack. Church, my guy. Holy, it's an honor. It's a truly an honor. Shirt. Goodness, it's you. Hello, I take it for your first launch went well then. Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? Just like chilling with the drums? Hornfell's asked me to update our star charts, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. Here's what's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernova today. Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye on 4 on the stars and maybe you'll spot one yourself. I thought he was referring to our supernova. This is actually interesting. To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scouts, so I've been taking pictures of everything right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere, the one shooting a bright beam of light in the sky? It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the Twins, but strangely not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. Oh, that's because they're underground. So where do they live? Not on the surface, clearly. Emma Twins is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground. Oof, okay. The, mechanics of this planet is crazy. I'm not sure how much... Oh, look at that. A lot of sand is starting to drain off the... I don't know if it's a good idea to... We might just stick to the surface while sand is draining... off of this ash twin. We'll just stick to the... Yeah, look how much stuff is on there now. Okay, well, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it's really filling everything up. Where is this going? Can I go inside this? No? Okay. Alright. Enough lollygaggling. The Sunless City, 300 meters. Which means this way? My, okay. How's, the sand twin looking? I'm curious, so I'm assuming it's kind of like one full cycle before the sun explodes. What is the sun looking like? It's somewhere. Okay, still got some yellow to it. We got time. Note, this door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from Whitehall Station. Raimi and I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. An update, the high energy lab is now being used as design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help or even just observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Okay, so we just can't enter right now. Take it back, bro. I don't need that. How long is it gonna go up for? It's still rising. Okay, good to know. It rises for a while. I'm not sure. I thought you could fight it. So it's not possible unless I... The whole X section is full of ghost matter. Bro, I thought it would just be like a wall or something. What's over here? Another one of these things that I don't understand. I don't know what this is. I can read this though. No, I can't read this. This was at the last one. I don't know what this is. Okay, let's find the Sunless City, shall we? Trees? Oh, this is how we get into the Okay, so this is entryway to the actual area. I think the sand hasn't been rising fast yet, so we'll go have a look. Yeah, sand isn't rising just yet, so we'll quickly go see before it gets too big. We hath arrived. Oh. Oh, it goes back to it. Okay, I was about to say. Angular fossil overlook. Fossil? Fossil? Fossil. Damn. Actual houses. Collapsed, I guess. Already rising. Jeez. Okay. Let's do some fast-paced exploration. We're meeting at the Fossil Fish Cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb through the Anglerfish Overlook hole, you'll have to go to the long way, but it isn't far. Go to Stepping Stone Cave and then up into the Fossil Fish Cave. I tried to go to the Fossil Fish Cave to Stepping Stone, but I couldn't find the entrance. Where is it? Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to the Anglerfish Overlook and throw a light into his mouth, it will show you the way. Tiger can't fit through the Anglerfish hole anymore. He grew bigger. He's taller than Levi now. Who cares? Alex is still tallest. So these are the kids, like, talking about a game to, like, go to the Anglerfish. This is creepy music. You can see, like, the text is bigger, so it's written by a kid. I like that. Are we playing the Fossil Fish game tonight? I fed the fossil fish a new lantern. If you go to Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance to the Fossil Fish Cave is easy to see now. Gratitude, Solanum. It's good you're small enough to climb in through the hole of the Anglerfish Overlook. I'm still small enough. You won't be for long, Mom and Dad are tall, so you and I will be tall too. Jeez. This cave is huge. Stepping stone cave. Let's see if we can get into this before the sand starts to... Ow. I feel we're too late for this one. Yeah. Sand's rising too quickly. I'm gonna get lost. We made it. So the ship is powering this thing? I've already been in this, okay. It's already in here as well. Yeah, we'll just see how much of this we can... Let's quickly read this. Should we build Sun Station to power Ash Twin project? Oh, okay, hold on, we'll come back to this. This is gonna... I'm gonna lose. Whoa. Damn. Anglerfish Overlook District. Stepping Stone District. High Energy Lab Trailhead. Ice Shrine District. Okay. Let's see. I almost can't comprehend this is being suggested seriously. The purpose of the Sun Station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to and everything we believe in as a species. Unsurprisingly, I disagree. We're pushing a possibly new technology further than ever before. That, in my experience, is a defining characteristic of our species. Are there any ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the Sun Station must be built if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. If we fail, and the problem of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of the star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the Sun Station no matter how badly we want knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe if we're cautious, the Sun Station will work. I believe in Pi. Perk, I'm deeply honored. I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't at all but certain the Sun Station will not cause destruction once we build it, then I won't support the station's use. So, the Sun Station that I'm assuming is the thing that's like circling the sun, that's what's causing the sun to go supernova? Okay, I can't go that way. More kid inscriptions. I don't know why everyone says the eye is important. They say it's brought to us the solar system, but is that good? Dad told me lots of them. I died when our clan came here. What if the eye isn't something good? What if the eye wants that to happen? Okay, this is so much lore dump in such a small amount of time. Keep moving. Hello? Go, 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 go. Okay, on the ground. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal of the eye. We observe the eye's signal in our travels and almost adhere to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Oh my god. If the eye called us to us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Why did the sand... Is the sand reversing? Did something happen to it? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important, though? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it shows us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. I know my skeleton. Is the eye natural or artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? It could be naturally recurring, though this doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. Bro. How do I get out of here? Okay, no, the sand is still coming. Okay. We are rapidly running out of time. Gravity station. I didn't see what this was before. Okay, ignore that. Stepping stone. Okay, we are almost out of fuel, dude. Oh, this thing? It's filling with sand, though. At least we made it out. The sun is looking mighty orange. Am I even going to live to see the sand reverse? Is that the sand planet? Yo. It's almost completely... That sun's really close. It's almost completely empty. I don't think it's going to reverse. Something tells me it's not going to reverse. What we will do, Kate, while we're here, is we'll quickly go and suss the sand planet before the sun goes supernova. There it is. It's kind of crazy. Alright. We, don't have a lot of time. Can we land, please? We don't have a lot of time before that goes supernova, so let's explore this planet while we can. Oh my god, the gravity's low. A purple one. Antimatter. Is that antimatter? Because the other one was white. I feel like we're going to get consumed by the sun. Is it? It's still giving sand. It stopped giving sand. It's done. I want to see its core before it starts gaining sand again. Ow. Is it giving sand back? Taking sand? No. Okay. So we're... Okay, that's it. Whoa. It doesn't look like we're going to end up giving sand. Because the sun is low-key about to blow. Just a lookout station. Pretty cool lookout station. Is this the sun station? Is this what it's trying to do? I still don't know what this thing is trying to do. There we go. Okay. So we do not have a lot of time to get this to look into this place. We got to get into that anglerfish room as soon as possible. We're like blitzing through to that room, turning on the lights, and we're finding what's in there. I don't think there's too much more. I mean, I don't know about these like satellite looking dish things. Oh, it's so confusing. What? Suss our log though. Our log was updated a lot of times, so we'll quickly do that. But they're talking about sun station, and we know there's something orbiting the sun. I know for a fact something is orbiting the sun. So maybe whatever that is, I think you need to go there before the sun grows big enough to consume it. But whatever that is, could be the what we need or a solution. Oh my gosh. Okay. Know my mines. The Know My Mines ore from this site to craft a protective shell designed to physically seal off the central chamber inside Ash Twin. Central chamber. Once the shell was finished, the Nomad checked to ensure there was no longer any physical entrance or cracks. The Nomad discovered a species of four-eyed semi-aquatic life forms in the waterways near the mine. Oh, that's in our... Actually, remember, the central chamber inside Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. The High Energy Lab can only be accessed by a path from the Sunless City. The experiments at the High Energy Lab were based on extraordinary findings from the White Hole Station. I found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening is only big enough for my scout. None of my children used to play a game in Fossilfish Cave. There's a way to enter Fossilfish Cave from Stepping Stone Cave. The entrance from Stepping Stone Cave is hard to see unless the anglerfish is fed a light first. Sunless City. Nomad built into the walls of a huge underground cavern. The city is divided vertically into 4 districts. Nomad debated building a sun station in order to power the Ash Twin projects. Several Nomad opposed construction, arguing that failure could result in the destruction of the solar system. Nomad traveled to this solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They named the source the Eye of the Universe. There's more to explore here. Sun station. Nomad debated building a sun station in order to power the Ash Twin. More to explore with the Sunless City. Yeah, I am aware of that, friendo. That's not the Ash Twins. That's the moon. Okay. I'm gonna go straight into the sun if I'm not careful. I went straight to the sun, bro. Fuck. Oh. Apparently I die if I go on this. I mean, that did hurt. I'm gonna be the first to admit. Okay, it took us a lot of fuel to get in here, but we did it. Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me in. Okay. Anglerfish Lookout District. We gotta explore the lower levels. Because we'll run out of time. Stepping Stone Cave. Okay, that's all well and good. This is the high energy lab. Oh my god, the sand's already here, dude. Jeez, you have to go quick for this. Okay. I think you actually have to get enough sand to get over that. You serious? Oh, never mind. Come on. Okay, here it is. This is, I'm assuming that spot that you have to go inside. What the? Oh, never mind. I was like, did not just push me out. Inside. That's going down, is it not? Oh, that's the ghost cave. Okay. So I gotta bring a light. I'm in. This is the high energy lab. So many warp cores. Warp core. They're all types of warp core. Maybe some dark matter ones. Is that right? I don't know if that was correct. Records show Noma arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the White Hole station. Rami and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or simply machine error. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. So they go back in time. Initial things first, our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup in the white hole station. Hypothesis: it is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. An update: our experiment here reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eye. To that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy reply should prove sufficient. Of note, Rami Yarrow requests that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. I'd hate to leave him in the dark, literally. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Rami and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. Pi saw a hypothesis confirmed. Beyond extraordinary, this changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application. So they were able to create essentially time travel, no? Is that what I'm getting at? I'm rerouting what? Energy to this thing? So I can't have two white cores, I don't know, is that... Okay. A black and a white hole. That's weird. Okay, scout launcher. You see that? So one, it exits before it enters. What the heck? I'm assuming that's diverting power back to the station. Ship lock activated. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is to have something arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent through the warp. Okay, this is getting really trippy. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Rami and I believe that it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. It would also require advanced warp technology able to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be Ash Twin. The energy is currently unavailable, you say. You're a gas pie. My pun was intended, Rami, so I believe it's you who's error form. So there are two ultra massive black and white holes inside the Ash Twins. Is that why, like, it's pushing and pulling sand? One core is black, one is white, i.e. the Ember Twin has a white hole in its core. The Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we use warp towers like the one we have on the White Hole Station to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Of note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who know to my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. We can now design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. The Giant Steed Tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we can model the Timber Hearth Tower after a geyser mountain. Poke, Root, and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. What is going on, dude? Are these the different towers? Okay. So they're building using this idea that a black and white hole connected. When you go into the white hole, the black hole, you exit the white hole 22 minutes before entering the black hole. So if you can get to, if you can take your time and then get to a warp gate and enter the black hole, you enter 22 minutes before the sun explodes and essentially extend your timer. It also means I can travel to planets fast. I think that might be the only way we can do some later stuff with how fast the sun is going to start becoming a factor, is these warp gates, or these gates. But first we need to find where these we need to find out where these we need to find out where the actual gates are. It might be worth going to the Ash Twin. Okay. Then my plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval on Ash Twin. Noma successfully produced the temporal anomaly first observed at the White Hole Station. Warped objects appear to arrive before they depart. Is this the White Hole Station I'm at? I thought this was a high energy lab. Oh, they first at the White Hole Station. Never mind. The Nomad discovered they could increase the negative time interval between arrival and departure by adding energy to the warp cores. The Nomad wanted to know if a 22-minute negative in time interval was possible, They concluded it would require new technology to produce the necessary energy. Ashton was proposed as a location for the project. Designed for each of the towers on Ashwin's equator. Each tower warps to a different planet, although many nomad were quick to know that the sun is not actually a planet. Each tower was designed to visually reflect its warp destination. The towers allow the nomad to quickly travel between Ashwin and all other locations crucial to the Ashwin project. I don't know how to activate the warp tower though. Let's see if we can get that to activate actually. Because this tells me, is this not a tower? Hold on, let's go back in. Okay, so I'm not giving it energy, so it enters and exits. But as soon as you give it energy, it enters quickly. Okay, well, I don't know how we can use this to... If this is actually, in fact... I think this is just a power station, no? Let me see what this is. Quickly now. Don't have much time. Colors is missing. He vanished from the Lackbed Cave several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friends reading this to help us recover colors. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend, because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier? It wasn't the same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friend will be down there as well. An update, Mallory and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. What the? This is like the how weird is that? Oh, that's creepy, bro. Ugh. Cave shard. Quantum fluctuations. What is going on? I may not be able to get out of here. No, I'm sure. Okay, I'm getting more questions than I am answers. This is kind of getting a bit out of hand. And this goddamn planet takes so... Why can't I get out? My bad. This planet takes so long to explore sometimes. Alright, guys, I'm gonna be upfront with you. Was playing yesterday. This is currently the next day. And I realized I was late to go watch the new Supergirl movie. And then ended up drinking wine until 2 AM. So, we're back. Back in day 2. Trying to unpack what the heck is going on with the Ash Twins. There is so much to do here. So much to see. So much lore. But we're slowly getting there. Slowly. First of all, we got to see where the stepping stone cave to get to the anglerfish. We also have to see one or another couple of things, actually, to be fair. I think we have to do it into its mouth though, no? Or is this a different fish? There we go. In his mouth. Hopefully that'll be what we need to do. Go. Bang. Alright. So we have the light in the mouth. That is the one thing they said you needed to do to find the entrance to this place. Was the light in the mouth so you can kind of like figure out where to go. As you can see, it's not super... Oh, I see. There we go. We're in. Whoever was it when we ended last time is the anglerfish. Rule change. Anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold and do not peek. Are we changing it? It's too hard if you can't see anything. Aunt Pie says real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands. Rule update. It's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they eat. The rest of us still wear it for the scientific accuracy and to make the game even more even. The rest of us, the little fish, line up against one wall. When the anglerfish says go, the little fish sneak across to the other side. If the anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. Last little fish to be caught is the new anglerfish. The old anglerfish gives the new anglerfish the blindfold and becomes the little fish. That's a cute game. That's pretty much it. Oh, wait. What's this? I'm gonna suffocate. I'm gonna suffocate. Okay, so there's nothing too interesting about this anglerfish. It's more just like lore about what the kids used to play. I think there's one or two more things I'd like to explore within the settlement, and then I think that's it. I don't know what this is, but it was like full when I got here. So we're going to quickly see what this does. Anti-gravity cannon, that's right. Call the shuttle home. What the heck? I fear our situation may be dire. Pie Poke and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in the star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pie and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice in the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings, but Pie and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pie, come back to me safely, my friends. Is this like controls? Did we just take off? What the heck is going on? Dude. This is insane. I think we're always just going to get sucked into the sun, no? Maybe not. This is insane. What is that? You see that? Is that the White Hole Station? That's definitely the White Hole Station. I wonder if that would send me back in time if, like, I've gone back to way long ago. Okay, we're turn. And here we go. This is like really close to the core now. We are like on top of the core. Whoa, what the? Come on, come on. Okay. Let's get our fuel back. We're climbing the sand waterfall. Okay, nice. We'll jump here. This is what we're looking for. I'm sure of it. What was I hit? Nothing. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, well, this is my ones to appear. Was not aware that those... Here it is. Oh. I was not aware that if you come here to look for Collius, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. What happened before Collius disappeared? We were estimating the different rocks. I recall Collius standing in the largest one. I was taking notes and then my lens died. I knew it, bro. We're going to stand in the rock and then look away. When I lit it again, Collius and the rock were both gone. Your strange, wandering rock friend is here, though Collius isn't. Collius and I observed the unusual looking rock shard and at least 2 other caverns. I'm sure this is relevant. I don't know the, the cactuses did wandering as well, or wandered around as well. I'm trying to see, like, if we can get it to disappear like the other one, because he said they were staying together and then the lights went off. And... oh, wait! We did it! No ways. I did it again by accident. What? Dude. Okay, let's I traced Charon researcher and been missing ever since. Rose young Collius lost. He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake by the North Pole. It happened in an instant without warning. Turned away to examine the sample. When turned back, he simply wasn't there. Limited supply of air. We will learn more by examining the northern lake bed where Collius disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. Well, if some of us from Sun City are here to help search for Collius, can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Burr. Collius and I were studying the cave's geology. We hoped to learn more about a unique wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. See, this like puncture thing. They like disappear as well. Oh my god. This scares the crap out of me. So this is the one we've been to before. Yeah. And I don't know why these things disappear as well. This is a new cave. How curious this rock took me with it to oh, it's Collius. I wonder why this happened. Curious but also alarming, this new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The wandering rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when this rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis: if the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. It can travel as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Why can't I just close my eyes? Laura's here now too. We theorize even a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, then can become entangled with the quantum object and they move together. Friends, Collis has discovered a new quantum rule. He'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something from it. Back to this spot. That was not assembled before. Wait, what? What is going on? Okay, so... oh, there's so much to unpack here, it's not even funny. Let's check the computer again. Lakebed Cave. A nomad named Close was standing in the Wonder Rock when another nomad lantern died when they relit the lantern. See, I was literally thinking while we were reading that transcription, what if I'm like on or around or near the rock when it moves? Can I move with it? And then it said like he was on top of it when the lights went out. And it worked. Wonder Rock when another nomad's lantern died. They relit Collis and Rock were gone. I must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. Collis used this quantum rule to escape the cave he was trapped in. They returned and theorized the conscious being is in contact with a quantum object. Pardon me. They cease to observe his or her surroundings. They become entangled and they move together. That's going to come into play 100%. Land on some solid ground so the sand doesn't affect everything. Okay. Have we been in here? No, we haven't. Are these actual dead Nomai? This is a massive, massive void core. Have I been in here? I don't think so. Some time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. How are you and Idea progressing with the Sun Station plans? So they ended up doing that, huh? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Pi, you know I don't find that funny. Hypothesis: time spent away from the station would be beneficial to you both. I'm immensely interested in you testing your hypothesis, Yarrow. That at least we can agree on. How curious, Rami thinks I'm aghast, and I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation, Idea, I don't see what state of matter you are has to do with this, and I don't recall supporting the Sun Station construction, but here we are. Is that coming out? Oh my god, it is. Is that going to affect the ship? Oh, I did not think it would actually affect the ship. Did it just launch my ship into space? Okay, it's coming back. Oh! I just got launched. Bro. Bro, what the heck? What the frick? Lucky my ship doesn't actually have health. That would be bad. New room? Oh, this thing. Am I upside down? Oh, crud. Oh wait, I'm in a building, it's fine. It's gonna grab my ship again though. No. No. Please. No, that'll come back down. Okay. I was about to say, you did not just throw that into like the middle of nowhere. Here's our first delivery, yo. One war core fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing this core sibling in Brittle Hollow as I write this. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. I confess that I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the White Hole station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The White Hole station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so I visit the station would be W useful. So the Ash Twin project is the teleportation tower project. I wish I could wait for you to arrive, but the forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. I suppose more precisely I would like to visit the White Hole station with you, Clary. Yeah, stop using this scroll wall to flow with my sister. In romantic matters, her density rivals a neutron star, and go meet her on the White Hole station. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Okay, so we gotta visit the White Hole station. Again though, I'm going in and then going out. But it's definitely, I'm feeling like that is something we have to go see. Also, I did not have a lot of time before this goddamn sun explodes. Where's my ship? Oh my god, my ship's on Ash. My ship's probably buried, bro. God damn. Okay, it's in here. A scroll. Do I have a wall to read it on? Here we go. I do not have a lot of time. Friends visiting from the Hanging City. We are playing the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. Okay, yep. I became lost on Ember Twin. But the High Energy Lab is the building with the largest solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Connie would lose his own head if it weren't anatomically possible to find. More dead Nomai, bro. The dead are everywhere. That was the Ash Twins. I think next time, yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. A lot to do with time dilation and the Wandering Rock and all these projects they have going. I think I know that there's a sun station. There's something like orbiting the sun. And there's that White Hole station, as well as another tower in Brittle Hollow. So I think it's time we move on from Ash Twins. Yeah, there's this sun station. White Hole station, Interloper. So next up is the sun station. Before the sun grows too big and envelops that station. And then we're going to visit Brittle Hollow and Hollow's Lantern. So yeah, a lot to unpack, but man, this is interesting. The Nomai are up to some crazy stuff with time, and it kind of gave me Dyson Sphere vibes in terms of how they were trying to harness the sun. Very cool. But Sun Station's up next, and we'll go from there. So without all that being said, I'll see you guys next time.